Hey guys, what's the difference between reinforced fleet and reinforced all? Reinforced fleet means that everything that is missing in your fleet over here will be built. So if I click this guy, it says 318 components. That's because I only have 320. As you can see here, it says we can currently afford to reinforce 3 ships, right? So basically, if I click this, it will build 3 ships. And the 3 ships will be the first one at the top. So over here, I'm missing 4 ships. So the 3 first ship will be this one over here. So if I click this, as you can see, armor hull C1. So that's the one over here. So I have 3 of these ships that is currently being built. And you're going to say, what about the others? Well, that's because I don't have the component. As you can see, I only have like 320, I believe, 320. So if you have, let's say, 2,180 components, you would be able to build 17 ships. But I don't. So that's why I'm limited to 3 ships, right? Now, what you have to bear in mind is that if you look at my secondary ship over here, I have a command limit of 31 out of 70, right? Now you're going to say, why don't I just upgrade it to 70 all the way? That's because if you make the math of, you see 60 plus 31 over here, right? The command limit equals 91. Right now I have 70 ships. So if you calculate 41 plus 29, it means that I have 70 ships out of 91 that I can actually have. The 91 over here is the naval capacity. Naval capacity can be upgraded with research and other factors, right? So at the beginning, you won't have 91. All the same thing with the command limit. When you start, you will have 20 command limit. But I've been doing, a lot of research, and like this guy over here, what is this? This one gives me 20 fleet command limit, and this is from Supremacy. There's also some research that I've done. Oh, here it's in. I think it's in Society. Sorry about that. So, as you can see here, I got this guy Doctrine Fleet Support, so I got 30 plus 30 naval capacity. Doctrine Space Combat, so I got plus 20, capacity. So basically, with the research, you can upgrade your naval capacity and also your command limit capacity. But just because I can go up to 70 doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to have 70 ships in my fleet, because I don't want to pass 91. And the reason, like it says, exceeding your naval capacity will cause your ships to have an increased upkeep cost. And I don't want that. But I mean, you can still go above that. You can have 140 ships because you can go up to 70. So 70 plus 70 is 140. You can have 140 ships if you want to, but there will be consequences. That's all. And I don't want those consequences. So if I press, like I said, if I press this over here, it's going to build, wait a second, I'm going to put 10. So here, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 11. So that's 2 ships. But over here it says 3 ships. You say, why? Because a destroyer is equal to 2 ships. A corvette is equal to 1 ship. So 1 plus 2 equal 3. That's why it says 3 ships. So if I click this over here, it's going to build 2 ships. Like I said, the destroyer equals 2 ships. 2 plus 1, 3, right? All right, that's easy enough. Now, if I click reinforce all, like this, now you see nothing appears over here. Why? Because reinforce all goes by priority of your fleet. So it goes from your first fleet over here, and it will construct the first ship at the top, which is this one, which is 3 Corvette Armor Hull C1 class, which is over here, as you can see, right? So that's the reason why when you click this guy over here, it's gonna reinforce your fleet, your actual the fleet that you click if you have multiple fleet. But if you click reinforce all, it's gonna start with the one at the top over here, and it's gonna start with what you need at the top over here, which is this Corvette. You understand? Like, you're gonna say which one is best, reinforce all or reinforce fleet. It depends. You see right now I have my secondary fleet. If I right click over here, is over here, right? So if I need to so let's say I have a battle over here and I have like a fight, and let's say I'm missing a lot of ships over here, then I will use reinforce fleet, because if I click reinforce all, it's going to reinforce my first fleet, which I don't need that to be reinforced. I need my second fleet to be reinforced. That's why you want to use this guy over here, you understand? And also bear in mind that if you do this, let's say you're missing 6 destroyer and 1 corvette, and let's say you have only 310 component. Basically, even if you click this over here, it's only going to build 1 corvette and 1 destroyer. Why? Because you only have 320 components. So even if you're missing more ships, it's still not going to build it. You need to have the component. That's what it is. You understand? So that's why it's important that you understand that. Another thing that you need to understand is when you build a ship, like let's say I click this, as you can see, it says Soul Station. Right now I am over here, right? Soul Station is over here. So in Soul Station, I have a star hold. So basically, I have a shipyard, right? As you can see over here. So basically, what happened is that when you build those ship over here, it will be built at this star post over here. But you need to have a shipyard. So if you don't have a shipyard, then it's not gonna work. By default, you should have. I believe you do have a shipyard with your first star base, basically, and I upgraded it to a star hold, and then I will upgrade it with a star fortress later on, right? So basically, what you need to understand is that when you are building these ship over here, they're gonna be built at Sol Station, which is over here. But when they are built, they're gonna be in transit, so it's gonna take time for them to meet you over there. So if you don't want that to happen, because you may say, well, that's kind of long, because it can take pretty long before they reach you because you're all the way here, right? So what you can do, you can go over here. You want to survey the area. Make sure you have an outpost over here, and then once you have an outpost, you want to upgrade it to a starport. Once you upgrade it to a starport, you can make this your home base, but it's not enough. You also need to make a shipyard. When you make a shipyard, and after you click, let's say you go to F9, you click over here, it says home base is, what is it, Barnard Station. You're gonna click this, and you're gonna choose the option, the name that you just built this starport, technically, which is, was it Bingwen? All right, so if you go back over here and you click this guy over here, you should have Bingwen over here. So you're going to click it and you're going to click assign to base. And what happened is that every time you build something, and if this fleet is assigned to this place over here, this home base, technically all the ships that are being built over here will come from this starport. You understand? But you got to make sure you have a shipyard, all right, and everything else that you need as well, if you need it too. When you reinforce fleet, if you want to be efficient, you want to make sure that your home base is closer to where you are. So basically, if you are over here and then your your home base is over here, so you can expect a very long time before it can reach you. So you don't want that to happen. So as you can see, usually, technically speaking, you would fight next to your sector. So you don't want to go too far, right? Because if you go too far and you need to reinforce your fleet, that you want to make sure that you are as close as possible to your sector and to your home base. So basically, another last example, if let's say you're fighting against these guys over here and you go here, and let's say you're having a fight over here, so your closest home base will be over here, right? So you want to click this guy, you want to survey the place, you want to build an outpost, and then you want to upgrade to a starport, and then you're gonna make your home base the new place, which is, what is it, Karos. So Karos is gonna show up over here. You can click assign to base, and basically all the ship that you, when you click reinforce fleet, all the ship that are being built will be built over here, meaning it will be more efficient because you are here fighting these guys, and the ships will just have to travel not too far in order to reach you. To reach your fleet. This is just an example, by the way. So that's pretty much the difference between reinforced fleet and reinforced all. Bear in mind that your first fleet can have a different home base. So I can have my home base to this guy over here, and my second fleet can have a home base to this guy over here. So meaning, when you reinforce all, the ship that are being built over here will be built in this station over here. And this station, if you right click, is just over here. You see, this is my secondary home base. This is my first home base, which is not too far. But anyway, that's because I was fighting these guys earlier on, and I wanted to defend this area over here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that every fleet can have a different home base. It doesn't have to be the same home base. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the difference between a reinforced fleet and reinforced all. And I hope that this helped you. If you have any other question, please leave a comment in the section. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Cheers.